Hello everyone, it's Metaverse of Gaming. Today's topic is actually about Valentine's Day, spending with loved ones and everything such, but you know who doesn't get enough love? Virtual waifus. So today's topic, we're going to talk about video game sims, about dating, maybe some games that have some dating sim aspects in there, which is the best waifu. So ready up a waifu, let's put them to the test, and let's go around. So today I'm your host, Zero, resident simp for any girl who has a great ass in gaming. With us is StarWind, a man who has no problem with picking the angriest, feistiest character around. Say hi, StarWind.
Sup.
And then, of course, we have the resident of Raccoon, AJ, who basically doesn't mind a girl who could kick his ass like Tifa Lockhart.
Oh wow, making me seem so subbish.
Hey man, when people like that, who am I to judge? Unfortunately, our fact checker extraordinaire Bugz cannot be here with us. He is being pinned down by a female wrestler at the moment. So yeah, wish him the best of luck.
I can't wait for Bugz to hear this.
Can't wait to see how
can't
this
wait for him
podcast
either.
goes in general.
So, how's everyone doing today, this whole week? Making any preparation plans for Valentine's Day?
Doing it right.
Yes. I'm being forced to watch Coraline tomorrow.
Wait, being
Coraline's a
forced to
great
watch what?
movie, though.
Coraline?
Yeah, first time watching it.
Okay, so that would explain it, but, like, Coraline, of all, like, the romantic movies you can watch, that's one of them that
It's
your girl
the
has made
favorite.
you watch.
Yeah, it's the favorite.
Oh, it's a favorite. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's a must. Like, I feel like I've dragged her to all the MCU movies. So.
Oh, so this is like, hey, you made me sit through this. I'm going to make you sit through this and explain everything to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, love is love right there. You got to do whatever you can.
Gotta. You know, it's a balance. It's a scale.
Yeah, exactly. So if anyone's listening out there and you need to know about relationships, tip number 1 for you right there.
Yep. Actually, yes. That is exactly it.
What about you, Starwin?
I don't know what we're gonna do yet. I've tried to plan stuff, but with COVID happening and all, it's kind of hard. Don't really know what to do.
Yeah, I've asked like a lot of my friends as well. I'm like, hey, you guys doing anything for Valentine's Day? And especially one of my friends who recently just got married. He's like, I think we're just gonna maybe stay in, order in, or something like that. Maybe watch some movies.
Yeah, we're
That's
getting some
that's so
Applebee's.
pandemic already. Like I don't want to do the same thing I've done all pandemic. It's a
I
different.
mean,
thing.
you could put a
Last year
rose
it happened.
in like a vase while you eat, and there you go, Valentine's Day.
Nah, man.
We got a bag of M&M's, Skittles, something else.
Yeah, I got a bunch of candy and stuff too.
Kit
But
Kat.
like, I don't know. I got like some fancy Snoopy themed candy, some chocolate, this weird bag of Sour Patch Kids that I've never seen before. They're like fruit flavors. It's weird.
And gifts, right? Gifts.
Oh, those are really
Some nice gifts. I actually this is pertaining to the episode. I went on Etsy and I ordered a calling card, custom made for a message for her. And then
Persona calling card.
Yeah, Persona calling card. Yeah, sorry.
That's pretty damn cool, man.
And then I gave her like I stole the treasure, and then I gave her it's a heart necklace with like a green, her favorite color stone in the middle.
Question: is she gonna like probably see this and think like something happened to one of her family members? Like this is a kidnapping card right here. Like is that gonna be
No,
playing
she'll
out?
get it. It's the second she looks at it, she'll get it.
Okay, thank God. I don't want to see on the 8 o'clock news. You're on there. Valentine gift gone wrong. Tune in at 11.
Murder, potential murder and kidnapping. Oh man. But yeah, it came to me in like a second. But I guess that is a good segue, right, into what we're talking about today.
Yes, it is. Because one of the games that has probably the best, in my opinion, dating sim aspect is the Persona series. I have not played all of them. I've only played 4 and 5, and 5 being my favorite. That game's dating aspect is the best. If you take it seriously, that's great. But there is some hilarious moments with like the whole dating aspect in there. Because one of the things that you can end up doing, which is a little spoilerly right here, so if you haven't played it, you know, you're being warned. Maybe skip a time frame or something. We'll
It's a 2017
discuss
game.
I mean, yeah, but Royal just came out, so you get one extra waifu now. But
Yeah,
the hell with it,
fair
I'm going
enough.
to say it anyway. If you try to romance every single female character in this game, it will backfire in your face, and it is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't know that playing the game. So in Persona 3, you're forced into every relationship. Like, you don't have a
Really?
choice. Yeah, you're completely forced into everything. So Persona 3 was my first Persona. So I'm already in that mindset of like, I'm forced to date everyone. No matter who it is. And in 4, I'm not sure if 4 gave you the option to deny them.
It does.
It
You
does?
get the option, because if you like build up like the max thing, you have another chance where it's like, do you feel the same way about me? And it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, Chie.
Wow.
No.
I guess I skipped over that kind of shit. Cause Persona 4 didn't really like backfire it on you though. They had the scene where they all gift you things, I think on like Christmas or some shit.
Yeah, well, it does backfire, because then it actually cuts off your like progression with like any type of romantic like progression with them. Because I think you can get romantic with them like on rank 7 or rank 5. And then after that, your ranking with them cuts off, so you can't reach 10 in that playthrough right there.
No, so if you get into a relationship with someone before that event, you can date more of them.
Yeah.
You have to finish the social link.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
like that. Oh, you have to. I thought you can just. I thought you can just.
So you can max out all of the female social links before you get to that point, so that you can have them all at rank 10. And then I think there's an extra cutscene where like they're upset with you for being in multiple relationships. Like they get at you. It's very similar to the one in P5.
Yeah, it's basically they all just like hand you a gift or something like that.
Yeah, they all give you a gift, and you have to basically decide who you're gonna spend like the holiday with. There's even different holidays too that you have to decide, like, okay, they all call you, it's like back to back. Your phone just rings. Like, because it's not just the 3 main girls or 4, it's the, you know, the random side quest ones. They're also calling you up. Like trying to get you to spend the holiday with them. When I played Royal, I stuck with one. I stuck with On.
Okay.
Because I didn't know how to do Kasume / Samire. And
hers is very complicated.
So, because I noticed she only had 5, and I was just like, oh, that's kind of lame. Like, that's really lame. And then so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do On, and then I'll play the game again. Like, I'm always gonna play this game again anyways. And,
so with her, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Basically with her, because I have a friend, she has to have like the most infatuation with like waifus of all time. Like in 3 Houses, she was like, before she started the game, she was asking me like, hey, who are the characters? What do they look like? How do they act? And you know, if same sex, can I go with this one or I have to be for that one? I was like, hey man, I'm going to tell you who I'm going to go with right now. I'm going to try and romance Elgard. So, you know, she was annoyed that you couldn't get Kasumi in that one, but then she actually broke her rule and actually went online and found out you have to get her at ranked 5, because at a certain point you can't max her out anymore. So you have to get her at rank 5, and then it actually opens up to rank 10, and then that's when you can romance her.
So I didn't know that, right?
And I don't think anyone knew it. People just went, oh, rank 5, I'm not going to bother. They kind of got to point this out to you.
I didn't know that until today. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't know that till today. I sat down to record the Persona gameplay, and the last time I played, I was in Maruki's palace. Like, I had just started Maruki's palace, and she like fully awakened her whole strength, whatever it is, and then she I saw the extra stars appear next to the 5, and I was just like, fuck. I was like, no fucking way. God damn it.
So with my first P5 run through, I ended up dating the doctor Takumi just because I
Nice.
found out that she gives you the discount on the SP items. And
Mhm.
the first time playing the P5 vanilla, I was having a fucking ridiculously hard time running out of SP. I was like, I can't deal with this shit. I just cannot. I wanted to go out with Makoto, but I couldn't because I needed those SP items. And then in P5,
everyone just
I
loves
went with
Makoto.
Makoto because Makoto is the best.
Makoto's
So
the
is
best girl.
Chie.
Yeah.
Chie and Makoto.
Yeah, I would disagree.
I would disagree with Chie, but
Nah, Chie is where it's at.
Who?
yeah.
In P4, who was your girl?
who you
Chie.
asking? Oh, okay.
Straight up Chie.
Yeah, Risei for me.
Mm.
I'm Risei 100%.
I go Ritsu as well.
Yeah, man.
I'm a sucker for the lovers like Arcane. So
I'm a sucker for the simp, and she a whole simp.
She's so basic.
But the thing that I like about Risei is that she gives you love even when you're not doing her social link.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like she's obsessing over you, and like she shows feelings for you. The only
You wanna
one.
stalk her.
And I'm just like she out here trying. Like
Yeah, that's
she's not
love
even
right there.
programmed to try, and she's trying still.
He said, "Give me the stalker."
Yo, you could go and Chie
crazy one.
show zero emotion on you. Like the
I
whole
don't even
game.
think PA knows how to show emotion with romance and everything.
Oh, she does. But
Yeah,
you
she
know,
tries
really
so
don't.
hard.
she's battling, I think, her Yukiko and you.
Yeah, she has problems with her
Balance.
sexuality and like how to
Yeah.
express it.
Yeah, that's her big thing. Like I don't have a problem with Chia. I think Chia is great. I think she's an amazing character.
Oh yeah, I was gonna romance her on my first playthrough.
And then you met Risei.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, Chie, we gotta
Swayed by
cut
the
this
anime
up.
titties.
Oh man, like I can't complain. I play Chia in Blaze Blue, cross tag. So
And did you just say anime titties?
You were swayed by the anime titties.
But
Because I
she's not
gotta
even
point out, she is the younger one in the group. She's like 15.
oh my
Risei?
god,
No, she's not.
is she?
She's like 15
She's
to
a year
16. Yeah,
below
she's
you.
the youngest. She's a year below
below
you. Your character is like 16 or 17.
Hold on, we about to find out.
Futaba feels
Risei.
very young.
Bugz, get on! Oh right, he's pinned down right now.
All
This is
right,
what happened.
it says she is. Oh, okay. So in P4, she's 15 and 16. And
Yep.
then in P4 Arena, she's 17.
She's-
And in P5, she's 21.
Wow.
Wow, damn, I didn't know that much time took place between those two.
Yeah.
I think that what's weird. Okay, in 4, you feel like a 16, 17-year-old kid. In 5,
Yeah.
you kind of don't. Like you go to school, right?
Well, you're like in your senior year too, as well.
Yeah, which makes dating Futaba feel really weird.
That was the one thing I was like, I'm not touching that at
Yeah.
all. Because Futaba's like 15 in that one, or maybe even
And you out here
younger.
could date your teacher.
Okay, so
That's the weirdest one. The teacher is the weirdest one.
I would say it's
hang
weird.
on. I will say it's not that weird. Okay,
No,
So-
that shit is weird.
when I go through my run through, I will explain why the teacher one is not that weird.
Okay.
You know, as I'm saying this, I'm just like now worried that FBI is like listening and be like, all right, man, we're gonna get you on this one. Come on.
I don't know, man. The only one I felt
Oh!
gross about was Futaba. That's the only weird one.
Futaba, I was like, that's not gonna fly by me at all. And one of my friends is like, yo, that's a waifu central. I was like, you know, the FBI is gonna be knocking down on your door right now. You may be overseas, but they are coming for your ass.
This actually makes sense. This gives some backstory to the past, something you said in one of the past podcasts where you tried to talk to one of your teachers. And someone
Yeah.
was like, you were living out that fantasy of talking.
I was gonna get that fantasy, okay? I was
But-
going for it.
The thing is Miss Kawakami,
I saw my chance.
she makes
mean-
you feel 18 in that game, though. Like, that's the weird part, right?
I mean, here's the thing. So in preparation of this,
Childish.
because with my run through, like I haven't finished Royal. I just played the vanilla version because Royal, to me, it's like a grind, having to do all the stuff you've done beforehand just to get to like the add-on stuff, and
That's
it's
the fun
just
part.
Yeah, there's so many.
Not for me.
You get to play
like,
it differently. Like,
I could, but it's like I just want to get towards like this part right here. It's like when I'm about to like have sex, I don't want to do the foreplay or anything like that. I just want to jump right in. It's like, hey,
no,
we already did this.
No.
Let's dive
No,
in.
no. I have to disagree wholeheartedly. I'm sorry.
No.
No, like let me explain it a little bit better because I'm going to seem like an
The
asshole.
man wants to dry dog it.
Listen, the foreplay, I'm
He's
cool
the
with.
move and go.
It's like no, it's like when it's like right there, like she's saying she's ready and everything like that, and then at the last second, as you're ready, she's like, no, give me the massage. It's like, are you kidding? Like the condom is already on at this point. Just you're gonna kill it out right now.
Why'd
Just
you put it
please.
on so fast?
Well, because you said she was ready, and it's like, all right, let's go.
There's Persona is okay. If I'm gonna put it like this, right? Persona is like the woman of your dreams, right? Like that game, you need to
don't
just
know what
take
that
your
is.
time, and you need to like really just sink your hours into it, like your effort,
Yeah.
everything, you know. And it's a
Well, that's
game that, like, I was playing it today, and I'm like, I'm gonna finish this week because I need to finish this game. And I'm already thinking, like, what am I gonna do when I play again? Like, how different am I gonna go? I'm gonna probably date Makoto next time, you know, like, or like finish these social links, or like whatever it is. Focus on this attribute, build these personas. It's yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it makes you really like question and like trying to plan out a new route. But like I said, with me, it's like okay, so I'm gonna describe it as best I can in like a dating analogy. It's basically Persona 5, like vanilla, was the girl of my dreams. I done everything right. I took my time. I courted. I nibbled at the toes. I offered a pebble like penguins do. I even waddled with it in between my feet. But you know, I got to the point where we're all comfortable and remember everything. So with Royal, it's like when they bring up like the same story like 500 more times. Like I'm pretty sure everyone has like a partner who will bring up like a story 7 times. It's like, oh, did you hear this? It's like I've heard that story 13 times, and I can tell you right now that Sharon girl is a bitch. She should not have punched out your patient at that time, and should not have given those meds. But I am 100% agreeing with you on this. So please let's kind of skip this.
Bitch.
Yeah, my God, this story took a dive.
You know, it's not a real story. I mean, I did date a nurse, but I had to change up the name a little bit. Also,
That's the only-
Dan's
that's
family
the only
members,
false
they came out perfectly fine, so no one needs to worry about that. But with my run through, I went with On for the vanilla, but I was having so much trouble because I was tempted to either date Makoto, the doctor, which I forgot the name for again, Takemi, and then I was very tempted to go after my teacher. Because
Kawakami.
I mean, Becky / Kamakami. I mean, you look at her and it's like, oh, it's like that mess right there. But then when you see her in the maid outfit, it's like, all right, let's get this going.
All right.
You gotta call her for the massage.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then you can have her do your lock picks. You can have her wash the dishes and make coffee.
Yeah, she does like everything that you need right there,
Your
and you could just
laundry.
go out.
And then you could do stuff in the classroom.
Yeah.
You could call Kawakami to do your stuff and then go hang out with the shogi girl.
Yeah. And if you want, you can cheat on her with the shogi girl. I don't recommend that at all. Just saying. So
No, yeah.
please be careful what you do out there.
Manila, I did. I focused on. I didn't know that everything backfired in Manila because again, like I was so used to everything being normal, like you could just do whatever the fuck you wanted in the game. So I focused on. Playing Royal, I played it with my partner, and I was like, I'm doing Makoto. I'm doing best girl. Like this is.
Did she question your judgment in that one right there? That
Yes.
she was like,
So
why
she
go with
hates Makoto. Like,
Whoa! Why does she hate Makoto?
things stuck up, super bitchy, just really annoying. But I guess that makes sense, right? I think
No way she's annoying and super bitchy.
like I think that women wouldn't like Makoto because that's the girl you want to punch in school. You know, like for guys it's different, right?
I'm kind of curious. What type of school you went to right here?
Bro, Puerto Ricans, Hispanics.
No, but even then, like Makoto is like so sassy. She thinks that she's better than everyone, and she's like, "Oh, why aren't you doing XYZ?" She'll like walk into your classroom and like give you the mean look and be like, "Excuse me, what is you doing? You know you have class right now."
That's no problem.
I mean,
for
that's
me.
just like the standard. That's just the standard. Girl who wants to be valedictorian for a school right there.
That, and she doesn't
that's
want
the,
no lame,
that's
you know.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's no problem for me.
God.
I'm chill with that. Like, I'm good. It's just,
I just made a realization.
What happened?
Some of the Persona girls are basically Saved by the Bell girls.
Ew.
That's kind of gross.
Think about it.
I don't want to make that.
You got on who's
stop it right here, bro. Nope.
I'm already being shut down before I can reveal this.
Delete.
I'm about to delete Persona 5R from my PlayStation.
Wait, you did not like Saved by the Bell?
I thought it was good. I just don't want to
You know
compare.
what? Let's get back on topic bore I end this podcast right now because of my anger about that. So
I like it. I just don't want to compare. That's why. I want to like.
All right.
I don't want to look at my Figmas and think like.
You look at Makoto and it's like, doesn't man know why.
Yeah.
So.
Well, are you gonna go on to another game right now?
Well, I was gonna ask, like, what was her like character that she wanted you to go for? Like, who was like her waifu when she was looking at the game?
At first, it was Futaba, but then the whole sister younger thing got a little weird.
Yeah, so she wanted to go after Futaba
because she was cute.
Oh my god,
she had like the e-girl thing going on.
Yeah, but then when the story kind of develops, it gets a little weird.
It gets very weird.
Because
Futaba is basically that like little sister that you need to protect.
Yeah,
and you're helping her like venture out into the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I can't date Yusuke, so that was out the window.
You would actually date Yusuke.
I wish I could date Yusuke.
No, come on, dude. No.
I think come on. If your choices are Ryuji, Yusuke, and Mona, like let's be real here.
You want the pervert?
You want Ryuji?
I'd rather go Ryuji.
I think Ryuji's more of a pervert than fucking Yusuke.
Nah,
Ryuji's just more open about it.
Ryuji is a bit more of like a perv.
No, Ryuji's open about being a pervert. That's why you don't feel as weird.
So you want the
exactly.
behind the closed doors pervert who probably stab you and like tie you up.
Bro, how many times?
Here's the thing. Like, I feel like Yosuke won't get the hint. Like, if you're trying to like get down and dirty, like he's not gonna get it. He's just gonna be like thinking, "Oh, it's art time. Let me draw and everything like that." It's like no. Okay, I'm not doing the Jack thing for you to be like paint me like a French girl. I want you to do me like a French girl. Come on.
Man,
like you have to spell it out for this man.
When I was recording the gameplay today, I can't tell you how many fucking times Yusuke called me. He's in this during. But
how many times was it like I need to see you?
In the summer period, he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be at LeBlanc tomorrow. We can hang out if you want." And I'm like, "Okay." And like I walked out the door, and he's like, "Oh, you have other plans today? Okay." And it's like, "Damn, man, like." Fuck, I feel so bad.
He's guilting you. That's not a good relationship starter right
there. That's mentally abusive.
Wild. Yeah.
I mean, some relationships, they will do that towards you. I remember with my ex, we would just basically be like, hey, I'm going to hang out with my friends. Oh, okay.
Can we
That's fine.
Not ignore how he tried to keep on hostage for a painting? He wanted her nude. Like, are we just gonna ignore that?
Yeah, that's true too. I
Here's
forgot about
the thing.
that.
I would say like that was like very like
embezzlement.
You know, red flag right there. But I really feel like it was just because of art. Like that man just lives and breathes art.
That don't make it all right.
I mean, it doesn't make it all right, but I feel like he wouldn't be like, "Oh, damn, them titties." He'll see them and be like, "Oh, my masterpiece. Hey, you can get dressed now and leave. I'm done."
So he's gonna be obsessed with you. It'll become an obsession. I feel like that's much worse than someone who just wants to grope you, because then that leads to them going the extra mile. Like he's gonna kill you to preserve you, so that no one else could ruin your beauty. Like, no, I don't want this freak in my house.
I think you may have watched a little bit too much of Law and Order SVU right there.
Well, what about like imagine like Akechi though? Like that's a really abusive relationship too. Like that's
Akechi,
the schizo.
That's a bad relationship. That's really bad. You don't want that kind of partner.
In all fairness, Akechi was just a sociopath right there.
He's wild. I love Akechi. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. He's amazing. Like, oh my god, I love that fucking character.
Yeah, do you love him because he's a crazy ass character and like well written, or do you love him because it's Johnny Young Bosch's voice?
No, because he's well written.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is the perfect villain, like for you. And Persona 5 Royal does a better job giving him screen time, you know? Actually making him a social link and growing with him and like and then, you know, the after story and like actually being with him in like the palace and everything like that. Like, oh god, I love it so much. It's so good.
Oh wait, I gotta correct myself. I just said it was Johnny Young Bosch. That's completely wrong of me. So please strike that from the notion.
I will put a disclaimer thing.
Just have a quick pause on the podcast and say 0 fucked up, basically.
I mean, to stay for the remainder of this Persona conversation, in 3, most of the partners sucked, except Mitsuru.
I feel like the situation though in 3 is
Well, you only had
a
3.
lot more tense, so it makes sense for them to be selfish and to kind of be assholes. So I kind of get where they're coming
So
from.
you like Fuka?
No.
Yeah.
Hold on, in 3, don't you only have like 3 people to romance?
No, there's like a good handful in 3.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, if like you only get like 3, then it's really limiting your options.
You
right
also
there.
date your teacher in 3. That's right.
Oh, even better! I gotta get on that game now.
Yeah, you can date your teacher in 3, but she's.
I just gotta make a correction. It was a substitute teacher that I was trying to, take on a date with.
You meet her on like an online game through the summer. That's what I mean. I did.
Oh,
through the
so
summer.
it's like. So it's almost like the You Got Mail situation where they met online and they don't reveal themselves until like later on.
Well, she kind of like it's weird. It's a little weirder than Kawakami. It's like a lot weirder actually. I'm gonna go say it's a lot weirder because in the like chat that she's talking you to through, and she's like, "Oh, there's this like cute kid in my class, but it's so wrong."
So she was. So she was just like feeding in like the ammo. It's like, all right, well, I guess I gotta share with this teacher right here.
Predator.
And like your character's like less interactive than the two that precede him, like after him. So he's just there with his hands in his pocket, like, oh, okay, whatever.
Oh god.
Whatever you say, teach.
And then you have a friend in that game, Kenji, right? Kenji,
Yeah.
Kenji, I think his name is. He's also dating his teacher.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's all right. Really so basically, it's good to know that someone in Japan still has like that what if moment in their mind as well. So in every Persona game, you're basically able to date a teacher in sub 4.
Apparently, in whoever
or
make
you
these
get
games.
the nurse though, the really creepy death nurse who.
Oh
wants
my
you to,
god!
like,
Yes.
Oh god! I forgot about her.
You have to like take the bus to go see her.
Mm-hmm.
I used to hate
her job.
She's the devil too. She's
arcane.
And everyone's just like, "Oh my god!" Everyone she touches, she kills. She's like, "Oh yeah, you're such a strong, mature young man. You don't care about anything." I was like, "Bro, what am I?"
He's just there with his glasses, like
to give you a physical as well.
He's just looking at her like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, didn't she also like offer to give you a physical? Like she was like,
so.
"Hey, I can give you a physical right now."
Well, you go into like the rooms because you work there.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like doing the beds and shit. She'll just walk in the room like, "What's up?"
I'm not gonna lie. That was like the first time I was ever uncomfortable in a video game. I was like, I gotta tell someone about this. I need an adult. I don't feel right. And I was a 20-year-old man playing that game.
There's another weird one in P4.
I hate Yukari in 3, by the way. Yukari sucks. I hate
Yukari
that
is the one that I
character.
go for.
She's so gross. I hate her so much. She's so annoying.
I mean, here's the thing. Persona girls and like all like the dating situations are weird, but nothing beats that compared to Catherine's dating girls. Like between those 3.
Well,
those are more mature relationships.
Yeah.
Okay, so now on to Catherine Full Body because God, I don't know how to put this. There's one that's very, I can't say weird, but it's interesting how they like present it. So in Catherine Full Body, for those who have not played it, it's a dating sim game that has puzzle aspects to it, where you need to climb a tower, basically the Tower of Babylon, to get your freedom and escape these nightmares that can potentially kill you. But in the process, you're dating a girl named Catherine with a K, who's been your long-time girlfriend since like your high school reunion, like you met up through there. Then you have a new girl who you met randomly one night in a bar after you're kind of contemplating if you want to still be with Catherine with K. Her name is Catherine, but with a C. And apparently no one's really seen her because they don't stick around late at night at the bar to like run into you and her. And then Full Body introduces another Catherine, but with a Q, and she goes by Rin just to kind of help shorten everything out. So before we go into like the weird aspect, have you guys played Full Body?
Yes. You have? I thought you did. I thought you skipped out on it.
No, I ended up playing it.
All right, perfect. So let's go around. Who chose who?
I don't want to get judged.
Yeah, first.
You went Rin?
I'm sorry.
No, I didn't go Rin. I was about to.
You went for the blonde.
I did go for the blonde. Yeah.
So
You always go for the blondes, bro.
Shut up. Fuck you.
is your best blonde?
What happened?
Is his girlfriend blonde? Yes or no?
No.
No, but he has a thing for blondes.
Well, I mean, he did go
He got that from her
as well. So.
No, that's you, bro. You go for the blonde always.
Fuck you.
What about you, StarWind? Who did you go for?
I went for the other one. I like
Catherine with a K.
You like the mature, fucking stuck up.
I think I do.
Fucking mad annoying. Like, Jesus Christ, I know how to have fucking fun.
I'm sorry that all you go for are the sex appeal characters.
No, don't say that either, because An has a lot of personality.
And she has so much sex appeal.
I went with her, and she did not have anything going on up there. There were sometimes she was talking, and I was like, "No, this doesn't make sense, girl. Come on, figure it out."
She got a lot going on, but
At
that's
the
a conversation.
Of the game, I feel like An was such a strong female character, and then as the game progressed, it was like, nah, she's going all the way.
She progresses in the game.
No, she definitely reverts. There's
she does not revert. She does not revert.
She progresses.
No, she progresses.
No.
If you do her story, she progresses. If you just leave her the way she is, it's like, goddamn, this is a stereotypical model girl right here. Just dumb as hell.
The cutscene in Royal, where she gets her final persona, like her third one, she has grown as a character. Like, she could easily stick in the dream world and like be an asshole and give Shiho the world that she thinks she deserves, and she wants to fight that because, you know,
the way that the game is written, it definitely feels like they had her battling for her sexuality, and then she just became a sexual object, and that's what I didn't like. I liked her in the first, and like maybe from the first to like maybe the third palace, and then afterwards I was like, I can't with you anymore. I can't.
Well, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
I love.
When I played Full Body for the first time, I did go with Catherine with a K. I did, because I feel like you should always go the good ending, because I think that's like the proper way to play things. But my second playthrough, I was like, yeah, I'm going Catherine blonde. Rin is so hard. Like there's a lot of
moving pieces for that.
Yeah, there's so many specific things that I just completely missed out on.
So
go ahead.
With my playthrough, like I played the first Catherine and I did both endings. Well, not both. I did the good and bad ending. So you get with Catherine with a K, and then I got with Catherine with a C. And some spoiler alerts right here. Catherine with the C is actually a succubus. So yeah, that happens in the game. Just left field out of nowhere. Pretty much, yeah. But I mean, in a way, you kind of become the king of like all succubus. So
yeah,
kudos to you in that one. But playing Catherine Full Body, I did one playthrough. I was thinking about going with Ren, mainly because it was like the new girl, and it's like, oh, this is like where the extra content is. But the way she is like built, I was like, this is like a child. I cannot, in good conscience, like try anything with this one. I'm just gonna go back to the normal ending. So I ended up with Catherine with a K.
They do there's the twist, right? Because we all know what the twist is with Rin, right?
So spoiler ahead if you haven't played Catherine full body. Great game. But yeah, take it away.
Rin, like her twist, whatever it is, it's not an issue. Like that's never an issue. She's still awesome. But the thing is like you said, she's so childish. That
was the main problem.
Really weird sometimes. Like I was playing it today too, and she's like doing the piano, playing the piano, and she like sucks at it and everything. And she's like, "How did I do, Vincent?" Like blah blah blah. And I'm just like, "Oh my god!" Like, why are you letting this girl work in this bar?
Go home.
So what Rin is, I guess you could say Rin is trans in a way.
Yeah,
like she's trans.
Mm-hmm.
So Rin is trans, and she lost her memory basically. So she doesn't know what happened. Honestly, I need to play her like storyline just because her character development is interesting.
It is, yeah,
but it's just very hard because again she looks like a child, and on top of that, when you go into her apartment, she has kids toys.
Yeah,
like I'm not talking like, oh, here's like some Power Ranger action figures or anything like. No, she has like building blocks that you give a toddler who's like 5.
Yeah,
and it's like, okay, learn your alphabets and build a skyscraper. It's like that, and then it's like, hey, why do you have this? And she goes, oh, these are my treasures. And it's like, if that's your treasure, then I seriously gotta talk to you about.
She has like a horsey too. Like, did you ride?
She even has a horsey. And that is like the creepiest thing for me. And trying to get through her story. Not when the horse is that young, man. Never that young.
But in the game too, Vincent says like, "Oh, I'm an old man." Like I think Erica.
He mentions it.
Yeah, Erica says something like about her being cute and whatever it is, and that I think she has like an attraction to Vincent. Vincent's like, "Oh, I'm an old man compared to her," and I'm just like, "Oh."
Yeah. Erica definitely becomes like the voice of reason. So this game is basically like scolding you. It's like, hey, that's a child, just so you know. So are you sure you want to go through with this? And the fun fact, if you go through with that ending, 6 months later, the FBI is knocking on your door. Because there's an online feature in the game that measures and calculates all your decisions so you can share with players and with the FBI. So good luck.
There's Erica's trans as well, isn't she?
Yeah, Erica is trans. She's actually post-op. She was originally known as Eric in school. And I kind of say I'm a little disappointed that they don't give you a chance to romance her in the game.
But she dates Toby.
It's kind of weird. Like,
you just want homework.
They don't really date. I mean, hey, you get homewreckers in like every situation.
I was upset. Oh, well then. I just want to feel pretty to like the other woman or man, so it doesn't.
That's why you got Rin. If you want to go for the trans, you have Rin.
No. I want someone who's more mature, not a child. Oh my god, that's just so
wrong. They do throw the child thing in your face a little excessively, but I was gonna say like
throw it.
Toby deserved that ending with Erica. Like he deserved it. I mean,
he was constantly like flirting with her and everything like that.
And I feel like they're like the other guys, what's their name? Orlando and
oh man,
Johnny.
I want to say Johnny. There we go.
Johnny, yeah. So Johnny's in love with Catherine with a K, right? That's the story here. Okay, yeah, he's in love with her.
That is the story.
Johnny and Orlando know about Erica.
Yes, because they all went to school together. That's why.
So Vincent knows as well.
They all 3 of those guys, well, all 4 of them, including Erica, they went to high school with each other. That's how come they know that Erica was originally Eric.
Yeah. And Toby is
because Toby's
new. He's the young guy.
Working with John.
Yeah, he's on the
Toby's
younger
the
side,
young guy, but
isn't
he
he?
works with Johnny.
Like compared to
Robin?
them, he's like a good few years younger than them.
I would say he's like maybe like those guys. They're probably like in their 30s.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably like early 20s to mid 20s. Like he's probably 22 to 24.
Yeah, it's a little fucked up the way they treat him.
Well, I mean, it's a young new guy. That's how they're gonna treat him.
I feel so bad for him, like halfway through the game, and also he's the only one that isn't in the dream world.
Yeah, because he's not a piece of shit like everyone else.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's why I wanted him to get that
basically
ending.
you end up in the dream world because you're a piece of shit.
Like if they told me at my wedding with Catherine, like Toby and his +1 is Erica, I would just been happy. I would have been like, awesome, he got his ending.
Yeah,
because like I said, he's the only one that's not in the dream. So it's like, why is he not getting like the love that he deserves?
I mean, I think it's kind of like a weird subject with that one because he could have been attracted to Erica, but he may not have like been down for like the whole trans thing.
Which is why they
so
didn't
that
tell
could have
him.
been like one of the reasons. Yeah, but I feel like they should have just like been more upfront with him about it. But I think that was like, then again, you got to remember this game was made
But
and
that's
was in
not her
development
identity.
way before. It's not her identity, but you got to remember like this game was like in development back in like late 2000s, like maybe around 2007, 2008, and it didn't come out until like 2010 maybe or 2011, and we're not at like the point we are now where like people are more, I can't really say completely accepting, but a little bit more open towards like trans and identity and everything like that. So I kind of feel like they left that out as like a little joke right there. It's like, oh haha, he slept with a person who used to be a man, where it's like, come on, let's.
But
Yeah,
I don't.
let's move
It's
past
definitely
that.
not a joke because that's not her identity anymore. There's no reason to really to tell someone that because that's not who she is anymore. Her identity now is a female. She like her pronouns are different.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh yeah, he slept with someone that used to be a dude because she identifies as a woman now, and that's how she identified before. That's why she's post-op. So I don't think it's a joke. Like if anything, it's very refreshing that the Japanese developers that made this game did something that no one else is really doing, especially in Japan where they don't have like gender identity the way that other
They're not
countries
really
do.
big on that stuff.
Yeah.
If
So
anything, I feel like it's more of a nod to move in the right way. It's more progressive than a joke.
Yeah.
I was
Let
gonna,
alone with the guys all being okay with her being known as Erica right there, and even
Yeah.
referring to her back in high school as a
Yeah.
female.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something along those lines. One part was like the game back then when it first came out. I have to agree. Like I don't think it was a joke, but I think it was like I wouldn't want to say frowned upon either, but the way they insinuate the way Johnny and like Orlando feel about how Toby is super excited about Eric and everything like does give you kind of like a negative like connotation on it. Yeah.
Yeah, like they're gonna go away until he finds out, like that.
But I feel like that shows you how they feel. Like they are the bad ones in that situation for feeling that they have to reveal something that's none of their business. The fact that they feel that way, considering that she is post-op, is horrible.
And which is why they're in the fucking dream, right?
Exactly. They are the pieces.
Because they're pieces of shit. So, I love though that they went the next step and added a second. Like, I mean, for a game to add one trans or even gay character is big, right? That's hard.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get that shit, and even still in 2021, we're starting to see that. So for them to add a Japanese game to add two is amazing. Like that's super.
Really
Neither of them are joke characters. That's
and yet they're not joke characters. They're taken very seriously.
Yeah, they're well developed and they have a lot of like backstory, and let alone they help progress the story along. Because Erica is basically your moral compass.
Mhm.
Like she tells Vincent like, "Hey, maybe you should stop drinking. Hey, let's figure out what you're gonna do with Catherine instead of you worrying about like this other girl and such."
Yeah.
So it was really refreshing to see that stuff.
And Rin is basically the cover of the game.
Yeah, Rin is in the cover. She's dead center of the game right now.
Even in
like
the title
she's
screen.
right there. Yeah, in the title frame, she's like all three of them are actually in the main menu as well.
Yeah. So.
Because the new mechanic for that system is actually a piano Rin basically comes and saves you, and she'll slow down the blocks from falling. So she does play a big part, even if you don't like choose her romantically, and you still get like a conclusion to her story, but it's not like deep if you were to pursue something right there.
Yeah.
Again, it wouldn't be a problem if they didn't make her so young, like very childish. They should not have done that.
But considering
that's Japan.
her gender, it makes sense though.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
she's a
explain.
male, so it's not like she's gonna have like some ridiculously voluptuous body. Like she's still pre-op.
No, that wasn't the issue. It's the
No, it's just the fact that she's like a
you're
child,
saying
basically.
How she acts is a child, but what I'm saying is like, given her appearance and the contrast to the other female characters that are present, they wanted to give you something different. So she can't act very sexual like Catherine with
Erica.
a C,
Oh.
and then she can't act like very mature and like
Well, they
have
tend
that
to.
semi-librarian look like Catherine with a K. So she has to be like another
Yeah,
option.
that's
She's the
hottest look
lolly
right there.
option, which is very popular in Japan. Again,
Yeah.
considering her gender and how she wants to come off, she has to dress like a child so that it's not so apparent that she's a male. She has to dress childish without going the
Yeah,
route of like fake boobs or something.
Yeah, but like to me, it's just way too young. I mean, they do try to tempt you into like going that route because you'll get like texts from her and she's like wearing like Daisy Dukes or something like that, and it's like, hey, you want to maybe try and hit this? I mean, you see her eating ice cream and it's like in the most sexualized way, and it's like, no, just
well, because the game is meant
stop.
to tempt you, right?
Yeah.
In any
The
way.
game is temptation, basically.
Yeah, the game is all about temptation. Like,
Because you
no matter
also
who it
get
is.
pictures from what is it? You get pictures from Catherine with a K. I mean, they're a little bit mild in my opinion because it's basically like, oh look, I'm still wearing my school uniform. It's like,
But
all right, that's cool,
the
but maybe
thing-
do the splits.
with Catherine with a K, right? There's two things to this, right? You only get
Yep.
her pictures if I think you do really well in the puzzles.
Yeah, if you do really well in the puzzles, you get her, and
and
you get more
two-
pictures from Catherine with a C if you're just like trying to be the good guy because
Yeah.
she's really tempting you right there.
But Catherine with a K, her pictures are quote unquote you said mild, but only because like
That's her personality.
that's your partner like for years, right? Like she's sending you
And
pictures of
at
like
that
her
point, I
old
feel like you
cheerleader
should be
outfit.
spicing things up a little bit.
Not really, right? Like the
No.
relationship is spiced up always, but
Mhm.
it's like I said, it's her like sending you outfits like her old cheerleader outfit. Like she's like, yo, look at this. Like this is mad funny. Like you know,
Yeah.
like that's the kind of dynamic that you have at that point where it's like
Yeah.
you can send stupid
But
fucking
then again,
pictures.
it's also her personality as well. Like she's very conservative about everything. Well, not like conservative to that sense, but like she's not gonna like flaunt everything in front of you. It's just
Because she's not trying to steal you from another man. Like
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everything doesn't have to be sexual with her, you know? Because she
Yeah,
in
exactly.
her mind,
That's the
it's I
thing.
have him, and
Yeah.
these pictures aren't to like
He's
persuade
mine.
him to do anything, you know?
And honestly,
her
that's
level
something
of
I like about
travel
her
is different.
Yeah,
is because it's all about sentimental.
Yeah.
Like she's like, hey, remember when I wore this? And then it actually gives you a flashback where she was filling in as a cheerleader, and all the
Yeah.
guys are like talking about her. They're like, I can't believe she's actually doing this. And they're like, yeah, well, XYZ. And that's the thing. She plays off of like memory and like that connection and that familiarity where, you've been with someone and you have that history. And I like
Yeah.
it. So
Which-
that's like one of the reasons why I
that-
also went with her.
that's where the game excels, right? Because
Yeah.
the game is like, okay, here's memories and pictures of Catherine with a K, right? And then your reaction is supposed to be, wow, I shouldn't want to lose this. Like this is
Exactly.
wholesome,
Like
it's
you're
beautiful.
reminded, like this is what I'm fighting for. This is
Yeah.
why I'm climbing that tower,
This is
not
all
to
the
die and just to be with
investment
her.
and time, but when you look at pictures of Catherine with a C, you're supposed to think like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah, you're like, oh, dang.
oh my god, like what the fuck is going on?
There. That's basically what you're supposed to mean.
Like, when you walk into the bathroom, you pull out the cell phone. And he's like,
Well, that's the thing. You try and look at it in the table. It's like, hey man, I should really go to the bathroom and watch this in private right here.
and then when you look at Rin, it's like, oh my god, you
Like a more of like a big brother vibe. Like
you're-
I have to be protecting over this kid right here.
well,
Like I found her and I gotta help her out.
I saw it as like at first you're not supposed to look at this character in a certain way. You found her, you're helping her, you're protecting her, helping her get to where she needs to be. And then there's also that side of like curiosity,
Maybe.
you know? Yeah, that like she's kind of cute. And then those pictures are meant to kind of like tell you like, oh, this is maybe more than just me helping her, right?
Yeah, this could be like blossoming into feelings or something.
Yeah,
like that.
so I love that each character gives you different feelings and emotions that help you guide through the story and make your decisions. Even if you're dead set on one decision, you can't deny that these are also things that you have to think about when you're playing.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, it's very interesting like how a game like this has progressed, especially in like Japan, because like we said, they're not really that open-minded about LGBTQ like matters.
They are not.
And what better way to talk about that than Fire Emblem Three Houses? So in Fire Emblem Three Houses, this made a huge like splash in the gaming community, because not only can you marry like your students, you can actually have same-sex marriages with a couple of characters. Not all of them, but some.
You could do that in the one that came before this too. There were gay characters in that one.
There was gay, but you couldn't marry them.
Yeah, you could.
You could?
Yeah, Niles was the dark-skinned archer. He has the eye patch. You can get with him, and there was a female that you can get with. I'm trying to remember which one, but I remember Niles was the big one because a lot of people were excited that you could have the gay relationships in Fates. And then in Three Houses, they obviously just expanded on it because so many people were happy about Niles. And I'm really blanking on the female character.
Who's gay in Three Houses? I only did the Black Eagles, so I know Linhardt is.
Linhardt is one of them.
I don't know who the other ones are.
Petra is one of them as well.
Okay. Oh, the bow and arrow girl. What's her name? The older one.
In Black Eagles?
No, you recruit. She's a teacher.
Is she the one who basically is like seducing you and everything like that?
Shamir. Yes.
Yeah.
That girl. I know she's she's for the female. What's his name? Clive?
From no, Claude is
Clyde is straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clyde is straight. Because I remember one of my friends, like I said, she was like going through like characters, and she was like, I'm actually considering going a female. No, she was like, I'm actually thinking about considering like staying a female route. No, going a female route for the first time in this one, just so I can get with Claude, because goddamn, that boy is fine, she said.
Yeah, I was like Lady Edelgard all the way, 100%.
I was gonna go Edelgard.
Shut up! Fuck
Another
you.
blonde.
I mean, I was gonna go her as well, but goddamn, like, this is why I have not finished the game. It's because of her. I was trying my damn hardest to woo her, but it's taking so long to the point where I'm now just like, I'm gonna continue on with the game, but I'm just gonna go with Dorothea, the girl who's basically like, Professor, I don't know. Maybe you should stay after school and teach me a lesson. It's like, all right, Professor's got to give out some spankings, some F's and D's going in somewhere.
So, when Lady Edelgard takes her heel turn, for a lack of better terms, when she goes heel, I was like, oh, I mean, I'll totally go heel for you, but like, I want to get a nice ending in my game. Like I told you, I always go for the best ending when I first play. So,
you don't go with your heart, basically. You just want to go with the good ending right there.
I want to play the game the way it's meant to play the first time. And then my second and third playthrough, I'm just like, I'm going to have fucking fun now. Like, I'm going to go fucking crazy. So I was like, Dorothea, like she cute, right? But she's again that like
Dorothea is fine, man.
I was like, she's
especially when you hit the time gap or that time skip.
So when we did the time skip, and she grows as a character, like she actually grows.
She grows,
and I was just like, oh, cool. You actually have character now. okay, I can do this.
But you'll still be remembered as my student who wanted to jump on top of me and ride that dragon bone, if you know what I'm saying.
She like protecting all the kids too. Like she made like a whole basically an orphanage. Like
Yeah.
she's literally the child protector. Like that's amazing.
And that's the crazy part too. Like you wouldn't think that she would change into like that motherly role right there.
Mm-mm. They gave you no inclination that that was going to be her character at all.
None whatsoever.
And this guy Ferdinand, big character progression on him too. He was so douchey.
Which one's Ferdinand?
He's the Is he the orange hair one? Is that Ferdinand?
Yes,
He's
Ferdinand is the he's part of the noble line. that
Yeah.
has
He's
the
like,
horse.
I'm Sir Ferdinand. What do you mean I
Yeah.
can't be defeated? I was like, fuck you. Like, get out of here, man. And then when you do the time skip, he's so humble. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
yo, dude, like, you're amazing. I love you.
Well, that's because up until that point, like he's losing a lot of really like a lot of stuff happens to his family. So, like,
Yeah.
they humble his ass.
OD hard.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I got my friend who basically loves Waifus so much. She sent me a thing. So with three houses, these are like the male romance that you can have when you're a male. Elgard only if you go with Black Eagles. Jorensa, like only if you join Black Eagles. I think that's the advisor for Elgard. You know who I'm talking
Who-
about? The
the-
guy with the green hair looks very evil. Almost like he belongs in Slytherin house.
You can woo him if you're a male?
You can woo him if you're a male, but that's only if you join Black Eagles. Only.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's that one. Dorothea's one. Petra's one.
Oh, Petra, really?
Yeah, but again, male only. Like this is like if you're a male right here. Like this is the list. For
so just
female,
give us the male ones.
male ones. Here we go. Gilbert, but that's only if you pick blue lions.
Who's Gilbert? What does he do? What does he look like?
Gilbert is. Oh wait, isn't he? He's not one of the. No, he's not one of the teachers.
No, he's not one of the teachers. He's not one of the houses.
Gilbert is.
Damn, I gotta look up how Gilbert looks. I don't remember his character.
Damn you, Bugz! Why'd you have to be pinned by that female
Here, I got it
wrestler?
right now. Go ahead, keep going, and I'll just look it on my phone.
Okay, so we got Gilbert. Oh wait, here's Gilbert. Gilbert is, I guess you can say he's kind of like the professor in a way. He's like the old crotchety guy. I guess you
Oh,
could say.
okay, I see. Yeah, okay.
So we got him. Alos, I think his name is.
Okay, Alice, I know.
Which one's
how do you
Alos
spell
again?
that?
Alois. I think he's like your combat instructor.
Oh, really? Him too? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the guy who has like that beard.
He's also a
Or like
professor.
yeah, he's a professor as well, but that's only if you pick Blue Eagles right there. So he's one of the non-students. Who else do we have that you could woo as a male? Linhart, I guess his name is.
Yeah, Linhart. That was the one I know about in Black Eagles.
Which one's
The one with the
Linhart?
green
He's
hair.
the sleepy one. He's lazy. Like he's super lazy.
The lazy one.
The male Hilda.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. That's actually the best representation of him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So those are the male to male students or teachers that you can go with, and then female. Oh wow, you can actually get Elengard.
Oh, she's bi.
She is bi.
It
So,
makes sense considering the ending.
oh wow, Petra is not for the female one. Oh, you know that
Mm.
makes sense now because I remember my friend. She was wanting to go with her. She's like, "I'm gonna get that foreign girl," and then she's like, "Okay, I gotta restart. I gotta become a male." Apparently, she does not like sandwiches. She prefers hot dogs.
Isn't Petra like forced to marry men in her like
Yeah,
tribe?
she comes from like that warrior tribe. She's from one of the neighboring isles.
Yeah. Oh shit, Dorothea is bi.
I can see that.
Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense.
because she's a traveling like dancer or something, right?
She's just very
Uh,
open, like a very spiritual,
Yeah.
open person. Like I feel like she seems more pan than anything. Like she doesn't give a fuck, you know?
Yeah,
Super free. Like just, I love you for you, and that's it.
pretty much. God, what's the girl from Blue Lions?
Which one?
Merceda or something like that?
Mercedes,
Mercedes, that's her name?
the one that's always in the church.
The really like Christian one?
Yeah, that she wants to be in the choir. And then
she's
there's
Blue
Ingrid,
Lions,
and
right?
there's Annette. Annette is the really small one with the orange hair, and Ingrid
No, that's.
is another blonde. There's like two semi-blonde girls in.
I think it has to be Mercedes. It's not giving me a name; it's just showing me a picture. It's basically she looks like she could be a nun.
Yeah,
but
that's Mercedes.
she's oh, okay,
She-
so that is Mercedes.
So she seems super conservative. Like
Yeah,
she seems like she'd be Republican Christian conservative. Like 100%. Like that seems like her character.
You can also romance. What's the dragon girl who's in your head again?
Oh,
Sothis?
Solstice.
Sothis.
Yeah.
You can romance her as the female.
I didn't even know that was an option in general. I thought she was just in your
the
head.
headmistress. Then you can also romance the headmistress, Rhea.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So those are your bi to gay characters in Fire
She
Emblem.
turns into a whole dragon.
Yes.
Imagine pissing her off. Oh my god.
Rar.
Imagine having sex with a dragon.
Rar.
Roar XD.
Game of Thrones can learn a thing or two.
Roar XD.
Ooh.
With the point fingers.
Ooh.
Dragon lady coming home tonight.
Speaking
Oh,
of like same sex wooing in video games, Cyberpunk has this one character, Judy, who you have to be a female to seduce her, and she is the waifu in that game, the waifu, and it's so sad. Like,
Can you post in the chat
Oh my
like what
God.
she looks like?
you see her in all the trailers. I'll give you right now. I'll do it at the.
Here's the thing, man. I did not bother following Cyberpunk. I was like, oh, cool, Keanu Reeves, you got me sold. And then as soon as reviews were coming in,
Oh, the chick
like,
with
the
the
panning
half
things,
cut.
Yeah, she got the
Half-cut?
green hair, and pink.
Wait, what was her
Yeah.
name again?
Judy.
Judy.
I'm sending it right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she got the shaved sides for the tattoo. She is in all of the trailers.
She's everywhere because she's the waifu.
Yeah.
She's the waifu.
Oh, damn, she is the waifu.
Yeah, she's
But
awesome.
you
But
know,
her
fix that
character
shit
too
head
is
thing. Give her real hair.
she's
Give her like
badass.
hair on that side.
There's a mission
She
she
looks like
just
she could
rolls
fuck
in
you up.
with like a fucking shotgun, and she just starts
Here's the thing.
blowing everything away with the shotgun.
She looks like she can fuck you up
Yeah,
Is
in
that
more
wrong?
ways than one.
that's
Is
not a
that
bad
wrong though? Yeah.
No, it's not
I'm not
wrong.
wrong
I'm
with
just
that.
saying she can fuck you up, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But you have to be a female to woo her. So
Ah,
I was just kind of really mad. I was thinking about restarting the game.
This guy. This fucking guy.
Sucks, man. It fucking sucks.
yeah, that does.
All right. Question: Aerith
Yep.
or Tifa or Jesse?
Tifa.
Yeah, 100%.
I would go Tifa, but with the remake, I'm kind of leaning a little towards Jessie right there.
Jesse gets her
I
ass
just-
beat
just-
all the time.
I don't give a
She
fuck.
break her whole
She's
ankle.
hot. She's hot, man.
She be getting her ass beat.
And
You can
it-
barely
she's-
even see anything with
Listen,
that
she's
armor on.
hot. She's like flirting with me. She's like, "All right, Mr. Blue Eyes, please save me." It's like, damn right, I'm gonna save you.
I feel like
What's
she
my
only flirts
reward?
with you because she knows that Tifa likes you, and then once Aerith pops up in the picture, she tries to push a little harder. I'm like, yo, girl, relax.
I mean,
keep it in your pants.
some
son.
girls do
even
get
talking
like
Tifa.
competitive about
Well,
that shit.
well, okay. I'm Tifa all the way, 100%. But
You're damn right, Tifa.
I have to give it to Aerith. Aerith is very confident.
Mhm.
Nothing but confidence.
You see, this is why I have a problem with the remake because it makes it very hard for me to like have a definitive waifu because they made like, oh my god, I fucking love Aerith, especially when you're in the slums for the first time and you're like navigating. She's like climbing up the ladder and she's like, I can handle myself, just so you know.
Mhm.
And then at that second, the ladder just breaks and she just goes, shit. And I was like, oh my god, she
They
actually said
just
shit.
captured it
That's
so
adorable.
beautifully. Like, and
And her voice actress just like captured it as well. She
yes, her voice
beautiful
actress
job.
just does a great job. But
did all the voice actresses in that game just nailed it.
she is very like, yeah, Cloud likes me. Like, like she's just super dumb. Like, it's just like, yeah, like Cloud wants me, and you know, I don't think he should want me. Like, cause she tells you, if you get the optional, the missable scene with her, she does tell you like, oh, don't fall in love with me. Like, I know you're gonna, don't do it. Like, it's not good for you if you do. And then like when Tifa shows up, she's like, oh, that's the girl you were talking about. Oh, okay, cool.
Like
that's cool. It's whatever,
like,
man.
She leans forward and she's like, "Oh, you're
nice.
Tifa."
Yeah, she's like, "You're Tifa." Oh, okay, cool. No problem.
And Tifa just looks at her like, Cloud, who's this?
Yeah,
who is
bitch? Who are you?
When you guys fall in Corneo's trap, if you wake up Tifa first, Tifa's like, how do you know her? She a little like, you know, what is your relationship with her? Because Aerith just oozes. She just oozes confidence, and I love it. It's so good. Her writing is.
Well, Tifa's like
really
girl next door, basically. Like,
yeah.
all like, you know, upbeat and everything like that. Well, Tifa's kind of like that, but she's also a little cynical. Like, she'll also be like, what happens if we can't do this? Or, you know, what happens if we fail XYZ? And then Jessie is just there to like derail everything.
Well, I don't think,
just like,
I would say that Cloud is the boy next door to Tifa.
He's the boy next girl.
She's been chasing him her whole life, and he's just constantly super distant. Like, he doesn't want to say anything. And they still constantly in the flashbacks where she's like, I'm gonna leave this town. I don't want to be here no more. I'm gonna go do XYZ. And she's like, but I'm here though. And like, she goes to Midgard and she wants to be with Cloud. She finds him a little house. She's like teaching him the ropes, and then what happens? He still runs away. He goes and finds Aerith, and he comes back with her. And she's like,
listen, in all fairness, that's how like all like girls like fall in love with, is like that emo boy right there. But like I'm damaged. You can't
Cloud
repair me.
Isn't that either?
Could you?
Yeah.
Right? Like, Cloud is kind of the opposite of that in a way.
Cloud is just an emo. I don't know what I want in life.
No, he's not though. He's not.
That's what Squall is. Cloud isn't that.
And like, he's just
I feel like
super
Squall's
charming, right? He's
in the remake, yeah, he's charming. In the other games,
even in the original, he's charming, and he's he's very
he's just distant.
What's the word I'm looking for? Fuck.
Emo.
No, not emo.
Edgelord.
He's not an edgelord either. He's just that's who he thinks he is. You know, he that's who he believes he is after the death of Zack, and
he doesn't feel like he deserves the happiness, so he distances himself from all these other people.
Yeah,
emo.
Nah, man.
But even when he finds out that he's Hojo's experiment, he even believes also still more that he's like, oh, then that means I'm just a nothing. Like, I'm literally waste. So I don't know, man. That's not really who he is. Tifa knows who he really is, and I think that's why Tifa's in love with him, because she has seen him in his most caring, in his most happy.
Well, in the original, wasn't like she kind of felt bad for him because he didn't really like all his memories were like altered, and like he didn't remember them properly. Like, he didn't really hang out with Tifa on the water tower.
I think he
there's
did.
like some other things.
I think he hung out with her on the water tower.
Tifa remembers that.
I gotta go back.
Yeah, she definitely remembers that. He kind of was a creepy, right? That's what it was in the beginning.
He was the creeper because he didn't know how to approach her or anything like that.
And
all the guys were basically like, all the boys were like around her, and he didn't know how to like insert himself into that conversation.
And then her father.
But you know who could?
In the town
and then her father died in town.
And then he was like, I'm gonna go become a soldier.
He kept that promise. It was like, I'm gonna protect you.
He did save her. And I mean, he got his ass kicked, but he saved her.
But did he though? Like,
the man got stabbed with a fucking sword. That's losing to me.
No, because he lifted that sword up and chucked this whole man off the fucking, what was it? What was they on? Like a reactor?
Yeah, it was on the reactor platform. But in all fairness, Zack did do most of the work.
I don't know about that, boy.
Zack kind of got slapped. Like-
Fuck this. We're gonna move on now to a new game.
about that, man.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
But anyway,
We're
even in
moving on
Advent
now.
Children, even in Advent Children,
Crisis
Tifa
Core.
constantly
Zack
trying-
beat the shit out of Sephiroth. We all know it. Sephiroth was weakened, tired, because Zack gave him hell, and then Cloud just got in with one lucky hit. That's all.
But Zach didn't win though. Who got the
Yeah.
W? Zach
Yeah.
didn't
Moving
win.
on.
It was who got the W at the
He
end.
still lost.
Moving on.
But even like you said, in Avid Children, I hated the way they portrayed him. I think
Yeah.
that, like
They did not do him justice in that
I
movie.
don't like the way Cloud was in that movie.
I feel like the voice actor just didn't really have the best grasp of him because it was the same voice actor for Kingdom Hearts, and he did a better job for Cloud in that first game than in Advent Children.
I
But
think
look at the writing for Advent Children.
That's why it's very jarring to see like people can be critical of like an actor, but it really just comes down to like the dialogue, basically.
But isn't it also like, okay, like Tetsuya Nomura, he drew these characters, right? These were his first
he did.
Final Fantasy characters that he drew.
Mhm.
But he didn't write Final Fantasy VII.
He did not. No.
And when he took the helm of Kingdom Hearts, he kind of didn't know these characters. He just drew them. He didn't know where they came from, how they grew, whatever
He didn't
it
know
was.
like the full story. Yeah.
So he just made Cloud this edgy, like fucking edgelord.
Yep.
And that's what people believe him to be because people who grew up on Kingdom Hearts and shit like that think that's who he is. And
Yep.
that's
Yep.
not who he is in the slightest. Like, but that's what's stuck in Avid Children, in Kingdom Hearts,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And
And,
ever since,
and that's why
In
you kind of
Advent
lost like the
Children, though,
translation right there.
It makes sense though, considering what happened in the previous game and like what happened with Zack and Aerith. Like this man doesn't want to cause no more trouble, so he's trying to find himself now. Now that he doesn't have a quote unquote purpose, he's scouring the earth trying to like find out what he's gonna do with his life. And then of course
Yeah.
he gets
And
dragged
also-
right back to the Sephiroth bullshit. But what I was trying to say before with Tifa was that in that movie she tries her damnedest to get Cloud to stay. Like
Yeah.
she has that
Yeah.
shitty ass
Well,
translation.
here's-
The shilly
This is
shally
the
dilly dally.
crazy part. No, here's the crazy part. There's actually a tie-in novel before Advent Children where it actually reveals why Cloud fell back into that like depression. Like he was actually moving forward with his life. It explains how he got Fenrir, his motorcycle, which is awesome. But on top of that, he was actually going to propose to Tifa. But then someone made him do a delivery for flowers, and it was for Aerith in the church, and it brought him back of like his failure of not being able to save Zack, not being able to save Aerith, and that's how come he was like, I don't deserve this because these people who deserve so much more are dead. As for me, a guy who's just experimented on, who's really not a human anymore, or just a person, just a destroyed soul, is having the life that they deserved. So
but you can also make the argument that at the end of Avid Children, he basically ends up with Tifa.
he gets it back.
And he got his adopted son.
Oh, I
basically,
definitely
Yeah.
ship that one right there.
Yeah.
He definitely gets back with her.
But also
And I mean, they even have a kid together,
in FF7,
not like biologically. So
it makes you feel sometimes, like, depending on how you play the game, it makes you feel like he's in love with Aerith. Aerith dies, and he's just like, well, sup, Tifa? How you doing?
Yeah, wow, fucked up.
yeah, it's like, all right, my side piece now.
Yeah, and so I like the direction that FF7 Remake is kind of taking with it.
Going in.
Yeah, there's more depth to the relationships and the stories and whatever it is.
So we've now gone over same-sex waifus, relationship waifus, fantasy waifus, and now time for the best part: interspecies waifus. Let's talk about Mass Effect, the game that let you date an alien creature.
We had this conversation. We did actually. StarWind. We had this conversation. You think interspecies relationships are wrong because you don't know what these interspecies have. Is that
Okay, so from a safety perspective, I don't think it makes sense. Like, obviously, you don't know what's gonna happen if you stick your thing into this alien chick. For all you know, her bodily fluids are gonna melt you. I don't like taking that risk. I don't want to be that guy. If someone else does it before me and I figure out he don't die, I'll be like, bet, maybe I'll try it with another one from that species. I don't think it's safe. I wouldn't try it. For all you know, she might be like a praying mantis. She might bite your head off afterwards. That's not cool with me. I'm not trying to risk my life for a little poon. That me, that'll make no
Well,
sense.
I love the fact that you bring that up because wasn't there a character in Mass Effect 2 who, if you have sex with her, it's actually game over because it's going to be the greatest orgasm in your life, but it kills you.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. That doesn't seem safe to me.
I made the
Why would you
Star-Lord
want
argument, but I guess he also is half planet, like half whatever it is ego is. So, he's kind of safe from those things, right? He's not completely human.
But again, we don't know what's gonna happen once they start interlocking, bro. You don't even know if they got the same stuff down there. For all you know, she got 3 of yours, and then what's gonna happen?
Oh,
what happens if hers opens up and receives yours, but then she gobbles it up?
That's just me.
Yeah, what happens if you got a doc to have that sex right there with the But hang on, in Mass Effect, who's your waifu? Like, who's your go-to in that game?
Damn, I haven't played Mass Effect in God knows how long.
I haven't played it in a long time, but I already have like my 2 girls that I go for.
Let me try and find some pictures so I can see who I remember.
So while you do that, AJ, do you have a fresh memory, or should I go first?
So, I have not played any of the Mass Effect games.
All right, you're done for the night.
I am planning to play them when the remastered comes out. I was actually telling StarWind, I was like, oh shit, they're making a remastered for the 3 of them. I was like, I'll bet this will be my chance to go into them. I'm fine with that.
But you're kind of getting screwed over a little bit.
Why?
So in Mass Effect 2, they introduce a character called Miranda. And whenever you see Miranda, the camera angle is always right on her ass. And I'm not going to lie. That's a fine ass. An amazing ass. For a man like me who always likes a girl who has a little bit more junk back there because the Puerto Rican in me demands it, they basically took those angles away. So now you're not allowed to see that at all.
I'm fine with that.
Like, they're not going to.
I can live.
I am not fine with that.
I can live. Like,
I cannot live with that.
Like, I'm good. Yeah.
You're missing out on gaming culture, good sir, because that ass was a meme for years to come. Even in the 3rd game, when you can get back with your former romance in the 1st game, Ashley, if you choose her. In the 3rd game, you meet up with Miranda randomly at one point, and she's like, "So, what's going on with me and you? Are we a thing?" And as soon as that happens, they change the camera angle right on her ass. And one of my friends went, as soon as they showed me that, I was like, damn right, we're still a thing. Let's go. And he broke up with Liara, one of the girls that's in the game. No, not Liara. It's Talia. He broke up with her and was like, yeah, Talia, we're done. Miranda, we'll bang, okay?
Damn, this game is that in-depth? Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, this game is super in-depth, and you really need to play like all 3 games to get like the full immersion of it. I'm just hoping they fix the ending for this.
They're definitely not going to do that.
A man can dream, can't he? A man can dream.
I guess I'll give in a waifu that I can talk about.
But are you going to go with a human waifu, or are you going to go for an alien waifu?
I think, I don't know. Depends, man. Whoever has, like
what will you be looking for in, like, these qualities of girls? Or guy, actually. You can even date an alien guy.
Yeah, you got to weigh the options, man. You have to, like... whenever I play a game with a dating aspect, it's always like, who got the best story, right? Like, who's telling me a good story here?
I mean, you could still get like these good stories. It's just you get like a little extra like fun cutscenes with them. Like, you'll be rolling around in bed and implied to sex and whatnot.
And like I said, I'm the guy that dates the person that is gonna push the story the right way, right? Because so
you're basically the Shoto waifu guy right there.
Yep.
Yeah, because like I said, I play the game the way it's intended the first time, and usually developers they kind of force one specific person that they try to make you think like this is the key. I
can tell you right now, man, with this game, that's not going to be the case.
Oh well, we'll see. Because I don't know any of the characters.
You're actually going to have options, and it might actually impact you. You'll probably have like an existential crisis, like, oh my god, which one do I really go with? All of them push the story forward.
Yeah, well, we'll see, man.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna recommend Jax to you. That's who I'm gonna recommend.
Bleh.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
I'm looking at the characters now, and I remember Jax. I don't like Jax. But this is also because I typically make female characters in games that give me the option, and I just thought Jax was horrible.
We'll talk about this after the podcast.
Okay, I guess to close it out, what should we do? Like run through some waifus of ours, right? Like in other games that
Yeah, like run through some waifus, or talk about like
Bayonetta.
Some days. Oh, Bayonetta. I feel like that girl can wrap you up with her hair in bondage. That's the only problem with me.
I don't know, man. I'm not feeling Bayonetta like that.
I feel like that's what she's gonna go for. Isn't that like her? She does it to all the angels.
Pretty much. Well, that's the thing. I feel like she's just a dominatrix, and she will basically torture the shit out of you. And you're not going to get anything. You're going to be begging Mistress for something, but that something's not coming.
Well done.
You want to change your answer now?
Jill Valentine. Yeah.
Impa.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Mercy.
I thought you would have gone with Claire right there.
I like Claire. I do. I think Claire's great. I think she's an awesome character. She's definitely like top 3, top 5 characters.
Mm-hmm.
Jill, man, strong, independent woman. Like that's, she's tough. She's tough as fucking nails. Like that's why I hate what they did to her in 5. I hate it so much because her character was perfect. RE3 Jill is perfect, bro. Like.
Yeah, she is. Especially in the remake, too.
Yeah. Yeah, the remake, they did an amazing job at Jill. And that's Jill.
Oh, yeah.
That is fucking Jill. 100%.
Tough as nails, doesn't give a shit. That's her.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so we got Bayonetta for you. We got StarWind, we got Bayonetta. AJ, we got Jill.
So StarWind also said Impa. Hold on.
Wait, Impa?
He said Impa.
Hang on, let's clarify which Impa, because there's variations of Impa, and I'm afraid you're going to be like Skyward Sword Impa, the one who has the little grandfather clock like timepiece for her hair.
Any Impa. Any one.
The character is just amazing. Transcends beauty.
Yeah.
I feel like you should go with Breath of the Wild Impa / Age of Calamity.
Ah, man, the one from Ocarina of Time, man.
Ocarina of Time
looks much better. I like
one.
the character design a lot more, but I do like the other Impa in Age of Calamity. She's kind of cool, making her little shadow clone jutsus or whatever. But I like original Impa design better. And in Twilight Princess, I also like that design. I like that design a lot.
She was in Twilight Princess?
Yes.
Who did she play? Or where did you meet her? Because I'm going through the game now and I really don't remember it.
It's later in the game. It's closer to when do you remember when you go up to that town and you have to like protect the villagers inside, and you're like the wolf and you're running around fighting the little otherworld monsters? Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
Well, anyway, there's a part where you have to like run to another town and you have to like find this secret base, and there's Chica people there and Impa's there.
Impa. Okay, for some reason I'm getting someone completely different.
Either way, I like all Impas.
And this one is like old as hell.
Yeah, I know that's
like short and old.
Impaz? Something. Yeah, her name is slightly different, but no, that's not the one I'm talking about.
Are you sure you don't want to change it to Twilight Minda?
I do love Minda. Like her songs are like some of the best parts of that game. But I think I like Impa more than I like Minda. I do love Minda. She's definitely up there, but I like Impa more.
Oh man, now I'm trying to figure out who's my waifu in all of this. You know, I'm going to keep it old school, go 90s on this one. Lara Croft.
Oh. Surprised
no triangle boobs and all.
Yep.
Polygon titties, round titties. I don't care. That was like the waifu of the ages right there.
Mercy is my modern day waifu. Like,
oh god, yeah, Mercy. I go with Mercy.
I love Mercy.
I would go Mercy as well. Oh, and Genshin Impact.
I haven't played it, so I can't say.
Definitely play it. There's a lot of waifus in that one. That's basically Breath of the Waifu.
I like that. That was good.
That's honestly the nickname for that whole game right there. Lisa, that's the one I'd go for. Like, she's constantly flirting with the Avatar character, and I'm like, you know, girl, we can definitely get this thing going right now.
Weiss from Ruby. Love Weiss. Love it.
You know, I've never seen Ruby.
Missing out.
You could just watch the first like 3 volumes and you're good.
That's what a lot of people tell me. I think I'll just stick with Cross Tag Battle to help me out with that one.
Weiss is my waifu in there. I love Weiss.
Nah, I like.
You know Tsubaki.
He likes
from
Blake.
Blue as well.
Who?
Blake?
Tsubaki.
No, I do not like Blake. Try again.
Yang.
Yep.
I knew it. It's one of the ones that could kick your ass.
All right, well, hang on. So now we know that you like. Well, he said he loves like the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right there. So.
Yang, all of us. Makoto.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I found out Barbara
Tempo?
Dunkelman does have a cameo. So if we ever want to do something for StarWind's birthday, we get her to say happy birthday in Yang's voice.
You know, most characters that Laura Bailey plays are usually waifus. It's like Rise.
I mean, she played Lus. Come on. And
Chun-Li.
she's Mary Jane. So that's a yes for me.
Yes, Chun-Li with them, Chun-Li, man.
She's Chun-Li?
Yeah, she's Chun-Li in Street Fighter 4.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I don't know if she's 5. I don't know if she's in 5. I know 4 for a fact. She's Chun-Li.
Damn. That opens up a whole lot of things towards me now.
Cammy, if we're talking Street Fighter characters.
Street Fighter?
Cammy West?
I don't know. Street Fighter's hard.
I go Chun-Li Street Fighter.
You, AJ, you're definitely Chun-Li. I don't know why you're trying to play it off.
Don't try to deny it, man.
No,
you're
man.
the Shoto main person right
always
here.
at every chance you get, you be trying to plug Chun-Li, bro. You're Chun-Li. Shut
For
up.
Smash, yeah. Well, not that Smash. Smash Brothers.
We're talking about that Smash right there.
We're talking about Smash
He
Brothers.
caught himself so fast.
No, you're
Nah,
talking
man.
about Smash, man.
Karen-
We don't know what you're talking about.
Karen or Laura? Ooh,
What about Crimson Viper?
She aight. She cool.
No.
Karen, I love Karen, but Laura definitely. Laura probably for Street Fighter.
Okay, I can understand Laura right there.
You want some grabs.
That's that main, man. I main Laura. In every fighting game, I mostly predominantly main female characters.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I think
In
that's like
Blaze Blue, I also like Makoto. Yeah.
Oh, why?
Who do I main
Okay,
in
for
Blaze
those of you
Blue?
who don't know Blaze Blue, Makoto is a half human, half squirrel girl.
Yeah.
So you
That's
like
fucking
Squirrel Girl?
Punch the moon.
Well, then again, she's the one who can kick your ass. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's him. That's all him.
if we're going Blaze Blue, I go Tsubaki. Just because, like I said, I go for like the character who has that badass. If you play as Relius and do your astral on her, like Relius has like an astral that basically tortures people, but for some reason when you astral Tsubaki, she's basically chained up and her ass is just sticking out. It's like Relius,
Jesus.
my
Arching
man,
that back
what
hard.
are you doing? She
That
is
ass arching.
she
super
is
hard.
throwing that
That's
shit.
that IG
back.
trap.
I like Noelle. She's cute.
I used to like Noelle, and then
Oh,
I found
yeah,
Makoto, and
same.
I was like, nah, get out of here.
I was always shipping Ragna and Noelle, but after recent events in Central Fiction, I just feel like he deserves anyone besides his sister.
Well then.
All right, so should we do the AJ fuckery of the week?
I don't even know what it is today. Today's all about positivity and happiness. And okay, I got
You know
one
what?
for you. I got one for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the new edition, right? So AJ list of fuckery. So far we got
Come on.
what? Oh no.
Say
It's
it,
not that.
come
It's not that. Fuck Breath of the
Come
Wild.
on, the viewers want to hear this.
Fuck Chris Redfield. Fuck Dragon Ball Fighter. Sorry, Zero. Fuck Bill Goldberg. Fuck Zack Snyder. This is not the new one. We added this one last week. It was the fuck StarWind.
Yeah.
I made sure now that it's fuck StarWind times 5.
Yes, you gotta say it 5 times.
Fuck Starwind, fuck Starwind, fuck Starwind, fuck Starwind, and fuck Starwind.
Thank you.
And then I got one for you. For the waifus, this is the worst waifu in Persona ever. Fuck Haru. Fuck her. She
You know what?
sucks.
I can get behind that.
She fucking sucks. The worst. She's so annoying. Get her out of here. I want her out of my game.
For once, I can actually get behind on this. I can get behind this one thing on the AJ fuckery list right here.
So you can close this out. Zero. Do your thing.
All right. So thanks again, guys. Amazing podcast like always. Thank you, people, for joining in. Definitely let us know in the comments who's your waifu and what other dating sim aspect game you like, or if you've ever played a dating sim before and did it help you in your life, because I really want to know, because I did try one out recently just for research. And one of the multiple choice answers was, let me see them titties, girl. And if that actually works in real life, please let me know. Again, don't forget to hit the like button, smash subscribe with the bell notifications so you know when we come out with more content.
Yes.
Definitely check out the Twitter list that we have, which is Metaverse of Gaming G and Resident of Raccoon over on Twitter. I'll be getting one as well, so be on the lookout for Zero the Azure Nightmare really soon. And yeah, happy Valentine's Day to all the couples out there. And if you're celebrating it on your own, no problem with that, man.
Happy
Just
Valentine's
do
Day
you
to
and
you.
just happy Valentine's Day to you, and just do you. Everything falls into place.
F in the chat for Bugz.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, Bugz should be back soon. I don't think that female wrestler is going to be keeping him down for too
Bugz
long,
will be back next week for my podcast.
Yes.
So
yes, he will be back, and he will tell us the whole story about the female wrestler. So be staying tuned for that one.
Peace out,
So
y'all.
this is Metaverse of Gaming. Have a good night, everyone.
Night.